Yes, good morning, everyone. I think a week. Oh, hang on. It left me a notice. It said my microphone was unplugged. Let me check here. Oh, yeah, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Sorry, I'm unprepared. When I move this microphone here, sometimes it disconnects from my settings here and goes over to yeah, it's on the Logitech mic now. All right. I don't know why it does it, and I have it set up to where my Yeti microphone, which I'm should be better now, switches over. These are the technical difficulties of us YouTubers and vloggers. Let me make sure my sound is yeah, that's much better. That's why sometimes it does it, and then people watch the video back and like, "What's wrong with your microphone? It sounds like shit," and it changes on me. It's like has a mind of its own. Anyways, how is everybody doing out there? Hope everybody is doing well. Lucas Musser, how are you doing? Glad you could join us for the live stream. Nail, thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for joining the live stream. James, good morning. Brian from San Diego, California. How is James doing? Luke's on coffee number 1. I'm on the end of coffee number 2. Yes, it looks like I'm on time, Bruce. Maybe a minute late. Got to keep with that little bit of Filipino lateness. You know what I mean? OPJ, how are you doing, Mike? How is everything where you're at? Ah, Kyle is having cheese and wine with us morning. Gotta check my messages here quick. That's hmm. Oh, all right. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Hello from Ohio. How is Ohio doing today? Get on now, Al. Hi, hey, Ricky USA. How are you doing? Um, Ricky, you left a comment on my video about them steps. If you haven't watched my last video, in part of the video, we're on this back road that we always love to take. And I noticed that all this grass was cut down in one area alongside the mountain. You could see these rickety steps going up the hill. And it's like, wow, never knew that was there. And like, there's nothing. I mean, what's up there? Because there's no other way to get in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly my drone. I'm not walking them steps, but I will find out what's up there, Ricky. Jackie, hello, Jackie. Good morning. It's pretty loud. My microphone loud? Look, turn your volume down. Joke. Uh, good morning, Brian. Much love from New Zealand. Hawks finding life. Greetings from the Emerald Isle. Now it's normal sounding. All right. Thank you. Thank you. It's better now. Dwayne, are you liking the province better than Angeles? Yeah, 100% better. Are there things that I wish were here? Yeah, certain things, like things that I don't know. Things that are guess you could categorize it under the entertainment, right? Like a mall, you know what I mean? But no, I'm like in province life better than city life. You guys, look at my, you know, I got my new haircut. All right, I need a shave. I'm on day 3, but look how it, man, it glows like a light bulb, right? I don't know if you guys can see that. Uh, I had my hats hat my head cover off for a little while yesterday, just get a little bit of sun on it. Uh, but yeah, like a light bulb. Ask our Philippine journey about fixing bad mic connections. He's an expert. Yeah, Mike's using the same microphone I'm using, the Blue Yeti, same microphone. Dune Buggy, what's up, Philly? Good morning. Good morning to you too. Marcus Kirk, I caught it on time again. I didn't receive notifications. Happens a lot on this channels of the channels. Yeah, once again, that is the great Oz YouTube and their setup. They'll just automatically not necessarily unsubscribe, but uncheck your notification bell. There's a notification bell. What it does is it brings it up, and it's like the thumbs up and thumbs down button. All right. But to get notifications that a YouTuber has put out a new video, you click that and then it pops up. I have it on my phone and stuff. And it'll let me know when a channel that I follow put up a new video. But that's YouTube doing that. All you got to do is go in, hit it again, and then I guess redo it. I don't know. It's weird. Who knows the secret like of YouTube? That's like I know a couple times I had to actually go in and unsubscribe from a channel and then resubscribe to get that notification bell set up. It's weird. It's weird. Anyways, Warped Wheel. Good morning to Warped Wheel. Jay White, lucky you're in the Philippines. It's a true shit show in America, way worse than what Brandon dished out. Jay White, I will stay away from the politics. Everybody has their own thoughts, own views on everything. If I could get into politics and talk about it, politics in a civil, grown-up adult way, I would do it. But nah, I try to stay away. I do watch it. Trust me, I watch what's going on, and I'm an observer, I guess you could say. History is unfolding, and I like just watching the historical aspect of everything. Some people may understand what I'm saying, other people may not. But yeah, I mean, I watch it. I watch it. E.C. Simpson, happy Father's Day. Thank you. And happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there listening right now and watching in a rerun. Happy Father's Day to you guys also. Have a good day. Have a good day. Sealander Adventures. Hello, Sealander Adventures. How are you doing? According to your thumbnail, kind of looks like you have a YouTube channel. So a lot of people just popping up. I don't know who they are. I mean, some I like watching and following. The Ugly Tourist is one. His outlook on life and things are, to me, is funny. And he's entertaining, him and Ding. Them I watch, and of course, OPJ, Our Philippine Journey. James and Karen, is it James and Karen's Adventures? Hang on, let me look here quick. They're a couple living out in the province. It's like they got their own homestead going on and everything. And they're putting a lot of work and time into their channel. Um, it is called, hang on, let me see. It is called James and Karen Adventures. That there it is. They're putting a lot of time and effort into their channel. A lot. They upload videos every day. They do multiple live streams. They're starting out and they're trying to build a subscriber base. They're putting a lot of time in. Plus, I like following them because it's kind of like the same setup we have. They got like chickens and they got animals and they got gardens and stuff like that. And but yeah, I enjoy watching them also. But I will have to check out Sealander Adventure. Yeah, let me see. Matter of fact, I can multitask, right? What is it? Let me get the correct spelling here. All right, let me see. I'm doing this. Sealander Adventures. There you are. Sealander Adventures. Small channel starting out. Sealander Adventure. Uh Videos. Looks like he's got quite a few videos up. Appears to be his travel around the Philippines like everybody else does. And road trip to Roxanne City. Yeah, I have to check it out. I have to definitely check it out. Here, let me copy and paste his link. Copy. There we go. Copy. I don't mind helping people out. I mean, some people they feel if you help other people out, other people it'll take views away from their channel. But anyways, there you go. I know I'm rambling here. Jetboat Johnny, province is the best, but I'm lucky we can drive 15 minutes, go to the mall, McDonald's, and everything else. Yeah, some people like it like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Um, I seen a video where a vlogger listed the word. Well, he listed a couple of places he thought would be a good idea for new people coming to the Philippines to retire. What different areas throughout the Philippines. However, I'm the kind of person I'm not going to give you advice on where to live in the Philippines if I have not been there. All right. I can watch channels from other people that live in other areas of the Philippines, but I don't live there. So I can't base my opinion off of another YouTuber's channel. I can only, they say it's good. To me, it might be bad. You know what I'm saying? But they said one of the worst places, he named three places. One was, I think it was Manila, Angeles City, and anywhere there where there are tourists living or where it's a touristy island. And he even mentioned Siargao Island here where we live. And it's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, don't retire here. Please don't retire on Siargao Island. Um, we like the amount of expats that are here. We don't want more. Joke. Um, but yeah, I thought that was a rather interesting. But you can, you can. Who is it? BT and Betty, another YouTuber. They live towards Mount Arayat, outside Angeles. They love it up there. It's quiet. It's peaceful, and I've been up in that area. It is quiet. It is peaceful. Yet within a half hour, they can come down half hour, 45 minutes into the city of Angeles, do their shopping for the month, maybe go grab something to eat, meet up with friends and stuff, and then boom, they're outside. So yeah, I mean, you can live close to a city, but not be in the city. Anyway, keep your head covered, Brian. Glossy dome. I will try my best. Nice and shiny. I, I click all the bells. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Morning, Brian. With the Brian with the hat. Yes, like I said earlier, I don't know if you were here. See the lighting here. I have these lights. Let me turn them off here real quick. They're like lights for when I do a live or if I am doing a talking head. I'm going to turn them off quick. All right. See, now it's still shiny. It's still shiny. It's reflecting off the white roof, right? Let me put my hat back on. Um, Let me turn these back on. Yeah, it's shiny. Talking about or religion will always have somebody pissed off at you for not having their opinion. You're correct, Bruce. Um, it is what it is. Uh, I know in the past I wore a hat. I'm not going to tell you what number was written on the hat, right? On the side, but I wore a hat. Didn't even talk about my hat, and I had people that watched that video like attack me, and they're like, "I'm unsubscribing because of your hat." It's like, are you serious? Like, are you that sensitive? Ah, all right. Home improvement, a life withdrawal. Hey, I have enjoyed your videos for years. I am finally going to make my initial visit to the Philippines in 12 days. We'll start in the city, Manila, Makati, then to resorts and provinces. Have a good time. I could say have a good time. I don't know how long you're staying, but take it all in. Like take it all in. Um, Make your own decision and assumptions on things. Um, if you've listened to all the YouTubers, don't necessarily go on everything they say. But yeah, have a good time, and just take it all in. Take it all in. Um, your time will go by fast. But anyways, like have a good time. Any place you recommend to see? Uh it all depends. I mean, what do you want? Are you coming here just on vacation? Are you coming here to scout it out for maybe living? Um, Go to places that, I mean, if you're looking for those touristy type things, you can always do those. I can't really tell you what area. Like I said, I haven't been to many places. Never been to Dumaguete. Never been to Iloilo. Never been to sure Davao City. There's a lot of places I haven't been. But go where you want to go. Where you want to go. If you're doing the touristy thing, have a good time. Yeah. Uh, Go where you want to go. Jetbo Johnny, good to stay away from politics. I don't go there on social media. You are correct. James, happy Father's Day to you also. Guess I have a YouTube channel with lots of Philippine travel. Yeah, guys, check it out. Uh, so they are poor, retired to the Philippines, must have a YouTube channel to afford it. Timmy, I'm not sure who you're talking about. I'm not sure if you were referring. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Hookster, I'm going to Bohol in 4 months to live there. I became friends with Chris and Vanjie. Their channel is called Double Trouble in Asia. Do you know anything about them? No, I do not know anything about them. I mean, the name sounds familiar, um, but don't know anything about them. I'm sure I've stumbled across their channel along my many scans through YouTube. You are you are welcome. Sealander. Sorry, guys. I am just scrolling through. Eh, Tell them your head is a solar panel for a sex machine. There it is. The people were leaving comments like, oh, you look like this person. You look like this person. One person said, you look like Bruce Willis. Like, all right. Another person said, you look like Jason Stedman. I'm like, all right. So those are two of Lutz's, actors that she likes and stuff. And I told her what people said I looked like. She just laughs. She just laughs. Timmy says, go to Mango Avenue in Cebu City. It is kind of like Angli City. Never been to Cebu City. Never been there. Rich Buang Dumagetting is a great place for vloggers. I guess. I don't know. Maybe is there more down there than there is up in Angli City? I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of, I do. I don't know if I ever do want to visit Dumagetti or not. Um, I was told it smells like Bengay. That's a joke. The old guys wearing Bengay. It's a joke. Before anybody jumps up and runs over to the vloggers in Dumagetti and says, Philly says it smells like Bengay because of all the old guys. Well, maybe that'd be good. Stir it up a little bit, right? Um, uh, but yeah, that just came to me. uh, let's stir it up, right, Mike? Our Philippine journey. If you're still here, you're into stirring stuff up. Uh, a vlogger couple you mentioned earlier. Oh, Tim, yeah, uh, James and Karen Adventure. I don't. I really don't think he's hurting for money. Um, he. I just don't. I mean, and he's not the bragging type. About this, about that. Um, I don't think they're hurting for money. I think they just want to start a channel and they want to document their life here in the Philippines, building a house, the problems they run into, getting out, doing adventures, um, raising his chicken. Like it's almost like he has farm knowledge. I don't know what he did back in the states, but yeah, I don't think they're hurting for the money. I think they just want to build a channel. And of course, when you build a channel and a successful channel, sure, the money comes along with it. Um, some people they have moved here and they had to make sure they had to start a YouTube channel, and I don't know, hope it brings them enough money to where they can live here. But yeah, Alan, retired in the Philippines. Good morning, Luzon. How are you doing, Alan? Hope all is well with you. Victor C, how are you doing? Philly in the Philippines. I hope you had a great Father's Day. Thank you. Father's Day is just starting here. But thank you. And happy Father's Day to everybody that just joined the room. His channel is much better when he is traveling. Gaswelder, always enjoyed your content. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We're hillbillies. Yeah. We used to, like in Pennsylvania, they call like hillbillies. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Hillbilly, is always like West Virginia, um, that area through there, like the hillbillies. We had in Pennsylvania, on the East Coast there, we had like the coal country. All right. And we would have a lot of guys that would come from up in the coal region area all the way down to Graterford to work. You know, you're looking at an hour. Sometimes guys would drive an hour and a half one way from where they lived down to work for the state with the anticipation of getting transferred closer to where they live, right? But they used to call these dudes up there coal crackers. Yeah, we got a bunch of coal crackers that would come down from up in the coal region. No, I'm not a racist. Don't jump up and say Billy's saying coal cracker. He's a racist. I'm just telling you what people used to call coal crackers. Maybe you just envied our Philippine journey in Chub Stub C. Ah, look like a pro wrestler, Mark Briscoe. Google his picture. All right, you said this earlier. Mark Briscoe. You mentioned this. Well, hang on. Let me see. Mark Briscoe. 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 Mark Briscoe. American professional wrestler. All right. Let me see. Images. All right. All right. I like that. Let me see if I could. No, I can't do that. I can't bring that. I can't. All right. Now I know who you're talking about. Mark Briscoe. That's who they say I look like. I don't know. Can I share this? Let me see if I can share this screen here. This is who Ricky USA says I look like. Hang on. Wait, no, not that one. Present that one. Share screen. Yeah, let me see. I think I can bring it up. Yeah, let me share that screen. All right. This is who I look like, according to Ricky USA. I would imagine that guy right there, the one in the middle. Let's remove that. I forgot about all these fun things that I can bring up. All right. Where are we at? Oh, I was being sarcastic about Dramageddon. Yeah. Dramageddon. We love the province slave, Starlink, Aircon, and farming. I am with you, Gas Welder. Same way. Farming in the Philippines. I guess still here. No, I am drama free. Just have trolls. Some trolls are just easily triggered, right? They're just easily triggered. And sometimes I don't know. I don't think I'm trying to stay away from this, but trying to be nice. But sometimes you just got to wind up your troll and just send him on his way. Beer, sweat, smell, and Doomageddon. I don't want to. I don't want to start talking bad about Doomageddon. I better not. I think I think most of them have a sense of humor. All right, most of them. Jasper's back in the Philippines. I see. In other news, so are HIV cases. Yeah, I heard that. I think Mike, our Philippine Journey, did a video about it. The rise of AIDS. As far as Jasper being back, yeah, I heard. I didn't even know he'd left. Didn't even know he'd left. If he's back, he's back. I know one guy. I'm not going to say who it is. Snuck up on him at the beach while he was doing a live stream. Some people I watch just for pure entertainment. You can't take what they say like to heart. Um, some of it's just pure entertainment. Mm. Watch out for that double-headed. Watch out for that double dead leechon. Ask Lut. There you go. That would be a good idea, surfing blackies. If you shave your mustache, you would look like an Amish, right? Maybe I should shave my mustache, right? And get one of those Amish hats, and like change my channel to like Jebediah living in the Philippines. An Amish man named Jebediah living in the Philippines, right? That would be a good one. I wonder how well that channel would do. All right. Here's a weird thing. I was just thinking, we outside, the area we had Lancaster, and we would go down to Lancaster quite a bit. The best pies down there, and we would go down to a place called Shady Maple Smorgasbord. Oh, my mouth is watering thinking about it. But as you drove around to look at the people's mailboxes, like it seemed like every other person was Miller, or Smith. It was like if there were four different last names on a mailbox, like you were in the wrong neighborhood. They all had like the same uh, um, last name. It was weird, but oh wow, Amish country. I loved going down there, especially riding the motorbike. Not the motorbike, the Harley, down through there on those back roads, and we would do a day out of it. We had a good time. I liked it, but yeah, good idea. Amish, an Amish man named Jebediah living in the Philippines. Ah, I have a term. I have a term coal burner, never coal cracker. Guys, when I was back in the States, I had a coal stove for the wintertime. Um, I would I had a hot air oil burner that I would turn on in the spring and early fall. I would run that because the house would get too hot with the coal stove in it. But I had coal stove for years. Where are we at? Are we towards my? I get talking and let me see. Hello, Sir Brian. How is Province living? Arthur McCoy. Province living is great. Where are we at? I am much more buff than Mark Briscoe. You know who I said I look like? Kind of look like Braun Strowman. You remember that? Braun Strowman? But he is a little bit too small for me. His girth is not as big as mine. Thank you, Timmy. Actually, with Jasper sporting a beard these days, you do uh look look a lot alike. Thank you, Timmy. Is that a compliment? If your thumbnail looks like you, hey, we got the same barber, right? Uh, you look younger with less hair. Thank you, Dennis. I like the Captain Spaulding look. Philippines bound Captain Spaulding. I love the Captain Spaulding's House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects. Um, I can't think of the other ones, but yeah, Rob Zombie and the series he did with that is awesome. I like a lot of Rob Zombie movies. His Halloween movie. I don't know. I like the whole look of how the movie flows and how everything plays in. Um, Captain Spaulding, he's awesome. He passed away. I'm sure you know that. Mike says, back in the Philippines. We spent a couple days in Manila by Mall of Asia, headed to the province today, San Juan and Batangas. Have a good time, Mike. Um, you will. Been to both. Been to San Juan and been to Batangas. And it's nice. It's nice. Mall of Asia. Yeah, I like it. When I would go down to Manila, Lut and I, hey, let's go down for a couple of days because that's all I can handle. We would hang out around. We'd get at a place down around Mall of Asia, and just go from there. But have a good time. Amish people are pretty cool. They are pretty cool. Take care, Mike. Have a good day. Have fun. Philippines Amish caribou pulling the wagon, not a horse. There you go. Yoder. Yes, there it is. Miller and Yoder. You're right, Ricky. Miller and Yoder. Um, that would be pretty cool, huh? Make that like my thumbnail. Shoe fly pie. Now you got me going. Eon Gray. Shoe fly pie. You never had it because it's probably a Pennsylvania thing or an East Coast thing. It's a pie they make, and you got to get the wet bottom shoe fly pie. Oh, I don't even know how to explain it, how it's made, but it is so good. It's an Amish thing. Um, Funny cake. It's a cake called funny cake. Whoopie pies. The list goes on and on. I'm like my sugar level's going up just thinking about how delicious the sweets that they make. Victor C. How is the motorbike? Motorbike is doing good. Both of them. The trike and Mad Max both running good. Matter of fact, they took the trike over to General Luna the other day. They had to pick stuff up for the Fiesta, and then they ran something. They ran the bike over there for something else. It's running good. They're both running good and they're solid. And I do need an oil change on Mad Max, but the bikes are running good. Yeah, I mean, I can see Amish living that way, hand pumping water, cooking on an open fire, eat. I'm trying to think. I'm sure they may have ovens, gas or propane ovens in their home. They're not allowed electric. You can't have electric in your home, along with many other things you know, like you'll never see them on a tractor. Um, I'm not sure if they can have propane in their house because they're not cooking these pies and stuff uh, with a fire, or they're just that good. But yeah, I mean, Amish, it's like living a brownout all the time, right? Because they don't have electric. No, surfing blackies never attended Poxitani Phil's weather forecast. Um, Rode my motorbike up in that area and through Poxitani during the summertime. But as far as that festival that goes, never been there. If you're not familiar with Poxitani Phil in Pennsylvania, they bring out a groundhog out of his hole. And it's a thing. If he sees a shadow, it's either there's so many more weeks of winter. And if you don't see a shadow, winter time's going to end soon. And they put on a big festival up there. If I'm not mistaken, it's a few days. But no, I've never been up there. But yeah, Punxsutawney Phil. Don't his name ever change? Why is it Phil? Isn't the original Phil dead by now? The movie Groundhog Day, right? The movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray was about Punxsutawney. Yeah. Greetings from Wyoming. Thank you, Timmy. I like Rob Zombie in concert. His horror movies are great as well. I've never seen him. If you've seen him in concert, cool. Cool, Luke. That's cool. But I've never seen him. Captain of the Love Boat and Starship Enterprise had the same haircut. Yeah. Dopey, good question. Hang on one second here. I got to quick do something. How did you become a Cowboys fan living outside of Philly? Dopey, I grew up, yes, suburbs of Philadelphia. But when I was growing up, the Cowboys was like, they were the team out there. They were, I guess you could say, you know, the top team, Cowboys, Steelers, 49ers. And I don't know, I just started following the Cowboys. And not only that, at the time, the Phillies just sucked. You know what I mean? They just sucked. Now I'm a Phillies fan. I'm a Sixers fan. I'm a Flyers fan. But I kind of grew up, and one of my good friends, his family were Cowboys fans. Um, my dad really never got into sports. You know what I mean? Watching, he did like the Phillies, but as far as football and all that, um, he never really got into that. So it wasn't like our family were these diehard Eagles fans and stuff like that. Bruce, you will never look as much like Telly Savalas as our Philippines journey. You are correct, Bruce. He has the market on that. Check out, I remember that. Check out Weird Al's music video, Living in Amish Paradise. You are living in a province. That's some good content for you. Yeah. That's how I got diabetes. Ever watch Amish Mafia? No. Timmy says many Amish communities allow electric in their barns, even if it's used to make money. Yeah, Timmy, I didn't know that. Um, I would, I don't know. Um, I went to, hang on a second here. I went to a down in Lancaster there. I went into a friend of mine had to get some tarp stone. He had literally had a teepee. Like I'm not talking like a little play teepee. He had like a full teepee with, I don't know, like tall poles that went up into the middle, and it had a canvas lining that went around it. I mean, this wasn't a play teepee because he used to take it on the road. He would sell a lot of like crafts and stuff, and that was part of his gimmick. So we went into this Amish place that made tarps and things like that, like replaced like campers, like pop up campers, replaced, the canvas on it and all that. And while I was in there, I looked, and one of the guys that worked in there, he reached up and I seen him grab this string and boom, and he pulled down on it. And I could hear a generator kick on in the back. So I know they use like a generator to run certain power, but as far as electric, you're the first one that I've heard of from. It may be, you know what I mean? Many have community landline telephone shacks. You are correct, also, Timmy. You would see many Amish even has cell phones. I would imagine as technology comes along with business and things like that, I can understand. However, how do they charge their telephone, right? Um, well, they have a power bank. Okay, well, how do they charge their power bank. Maybe they got a battery, and who knows? But I can understand that. But I remember seeing telephones in the middle of Amish communities, and that's how they would communicate with the outside world for business. You are right, Ricky USA. Cowboys were on TV a lot in the 70s. They were promoted as America's team. You are correct. I remember the Cowboys and the Steelers, right? Cowboys and Steelers. Now they suck. Yes, I'll say it. They're my team. They suck. Next year. Oh, it'll be next year. Uh, Check out Electric Amish. It is a band. All right, I'm at the bottom. I'm actually at the bottom of my bottom. I can see. Yes, I made it to the bottom. I apologize if I didn't get to your comment. I start talking, and then the comments come up, and but yeah, uh, I guess maybe I should. I don't even know what's for breakfast. I need breakfast yet. Maybe I have to ask my wife to get cooking. What are you waiting for? Oh, and those that have watched my video about the smoke in the house, um, hey Timmy, have a delicious biscuits and gravy on me. I don't get the biscuits. I will get the sausage gravy on the home fries, but not the biscuit. Can't find a good biscuit. Um, did the smoke problem? We put the vent up in the up in the well, I didn't. Let's uncle did maybe or brother, I forget. And it seems to be drawing like 95% of the smoke out. You can't get all that smoke 100% out, but definitely 95% of the smoke is gone now. But boy, was that was crazy. Cook those eggs for. Hang on a second. Let me. Got to talk to Lut real quick. All right. What I should do, I should when I have to get up and do something real quick is like go like, all right, folks, we're going to commercial break. Like put on some like music, you know what I mean? Dr. J 76er. You're right, Alan. I still remember that team. Dr. J, Moses Malone, Tony, Mo Cheeks, and the white guy, Bob. I remember that team. They won the championship. I remember Sixers Celtics, man. That was always a rivalry, the Sixers and the Celtics. And yeah, Dr. J, you had the Broad Street Bullies, the Flyers, right? You had the Phillies winning their championship, Mike Schmidt, Steve Carlton, Pete Rose. All right, there's another guy, Pete Rose. Does he belong into the Baseball Hall of Fame? Larry Boa, Mike Schmidt, Greg Luzinski. I remember that team. Yeah. All right. We are going on 50 minutes. Raining. It's supposed to be summertime here. And I mean, don't get me wrong, when the sun comes out, it's beautiful, but um, it's like just rains. Like yesterday, we went over to General Luna. We did our running around and stuff. And as I'm heading out of General Luna, like I can feel spurts of rain on me. But I'm looking, I'm like, where's this coming from? I'm looking all around, looking for a dark cloud somewhere. And no dark cloud. And then it just got heavier and heavier. And it must have been behind me. Turned my head. And it just started downpouring. Pulled over, sat underneath some awning on a like a little sorry store, and waited for it to go by, and made it all the way home, and then it started raining again, and now it's raining this morning. Ugh. Oh, and tomorrow Hannah goes home. We're sad. Hannah tomorrow at this time will be either landing in Angeles City or close to landing. Um, but yeah, we're gonna miss her. We're gonna miss not seeing her here, her face, and the laughing, and you know what I mean. But she's a good kid. She got her, she's going back. She's starting school. She's getting back in that routine. This was I felt it was a good break for her, to get away from that routine of schooling, and this and that, and relax. Just relax. Be a kid. Laugh and play with her cousins, and you know what I mean, and get to sleep in. Because when she has school and stuff, she's up at like 4 a.m. Got to do what she's got to do. Get ready, do her things, get to school, do the school thing after school. And she's in bed, like 9 o'clock. But now, like, she has slept in for the past couple week and everything like that. But yeah, and you're right, Schnitzel Fritz. Hang on, let me see. Schnitzel Fritz. Is that like German Schnitzel Fritz? Like a Schnitzel Fritz, or is that Swiss? School starts tomorrow here in this area, and it's funny because school back in the States is letting out, right? But yeah, school starts tomorrow, so like there's only going to be one kid here, junior, that actually goes to the school, the elementary school up the road. So, he goes up there. The others now all go over to the high school in Dapa, and they have school all day long. So it'll be quiet here. And I guys, people might say you're crazy, but I like the commotion of things going on. Um, it's entertaining to see what's going on. Um, it keeps me alert. They make me laugh. Um, and if I'm on peace and quiet, I just come upstairs. That's all there is to it. But yeah, have I met any Schumann witches? I have not. I have not. Uh, James, James Jackson. Friend, if you ever go look at those pups, I went to. I know where the guy is. I know where how to get a hold of him. That shop where we were at, that's his father's shop. I would love to get one of those dogs, but I'm thinking, nah. There's a lot of things. They're a great dog. They're a beautiful dog. You can train them. They're very well trainable. If they grow up around other dogs, they fit right in with the pack and all that. Very protective. But here, and trust me, these dogs that live here, Whitey, Blackie, and Coconut Head, they run. Like, they run. And yes, that dog does need exercise, but they run. Like, they run up and down the road, and there's other dogs up and down the road, and it's like a territorial thing. And I don't want, if I were to buy that dog, for that dog to literally fuck up one of my neighbor's dogs, because they will fuck up another dog. You know what I mean? And not because they're mean and aggressive, but if a dog's attacking them, they're not going to lay down and roll over and take it. So wouldn't want to run that risk. Also, we have people coming and going on this property, and I don't want that run that risk of, that dog, biting somebody. And not only that, I really don't want to feel locked in for years and years and years with a dog. But yeah, beautiful dog, Belgian Shepherd. I have people that said, "Hey, they're a beautiful dog. They're a great dog. They're this," and they are. From what I read, they are. However, that territorial thing that they can possess, against strangers and stuff. I want to stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Schnitzel Fritz is the name of your cat. Okay. All right. Schnitzel Fritz. Yes. If you have not hit the thumbs up, please don't forget. Anyways, I am going to wrap this up. I want to bring something up here real quick. Here, my channel is coming up. Let me. I think some people don't necessarily understand like where to hit the thumbs up button. All right. Where to hit the thumbs up button. I see people like, I think they may be like thumbs upping their own comment. I don't know. I think the majority of people do, but people don't. But let me show you here. And not that one. Present, share screen. There. Yeah, this is my last video. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Oh, I can't get a copyright strike on my own channel. I can run my own video on my own channel. Anyways, let me show you here. This is my latest video. Should we buy this beautiful, breathtaking oceanfront property on Sherrigal Island? And for those that have watched it, I did find out the price of it. You guys are ready? And if you haven't checked out the video, check it out. 2.5 million USD. That's the asking price. But anyways, you can see right here as you scroll down. Underneath, should we buy this beautiful property? You have here the amount of views, join, so you can join my channel. All right, here, right here. Thumbs up and thumbs down. I don't know if my mouse, my mouse is doing it. Thumbs up and thumbs down. Let's give Philly a thumbs up. Boom. I like this. And da-da-da. It's like the lottery spinning, right? And then you watch the video and you're like, you know what? I really didn't like that video. Let me give Philly a thumbs down. So now it took the count down by 1. So you can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and that's how that works. Now promote. I don't even know what that is. I'm going to hit it. Oh, YouTube Creator Studio, promote a new video promotion. I'll have to check that out. But that's how you do it. And I don't know where the bell. I don't think I can notify myself where it's at. And that's how you do it, guys. What's this here? Thanks. I think that's how you can send a little money my way. But there it is. There's my latest video, guys. Let me remove that. But that's how it's done. Very simple. Very simple. So, all right, guys. It is going on 1 hour. There are real territorial and protected of family. Yes, James. That's what I read. I mean, it's a good thing for the family. You know what I mean? And it's like any other dog. All right. If you raise them in a loving family, and I think around other dogs and things like that, I always say there's never a bad dog. It's just bad owners, right? Or bad pets, just bad pet owners. I mean, we grew up, we had a pit bull, we had a Doberman Pinscher. Um, I had bull terriers. It's how you raise them. Um, so it's a good thing that can be protective and territorial, but I don't want to risk that. You know what I mean? I don't want to risk somebody getting bit or some of the neighbors' dogs getting like tore up because that Belgian dog decided, nah, you're not going to mess with me. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. 63 people in the house. Thanks for stopping in. Let me check, make sure this didn't change because it would be all right. Cool. It didn't change. Good, good. All right, guys. Rain. Stupid owners, not stupid dogs. You are correct. Rain. We wanted to do something for the last day with Hannah here, and well. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for all your great comments. I read every comment. Some people had said, "Hey, what happened to my comment?" I don't know. Once again, the gods of YouTube decide, your comment doesn't need to be up. You're not important. I don't know. But thanks for all your comments and your support throughout the years. And if you haven't checked out my latest video, check it out. Check it out. And with that, for all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day to you. And have a good day, good night, or good evening. That's about it.